Hey YouTube, it's ICU, and today, along with announcing both the iPhone 5S and the iPhone 5C, Apple released iOS 7 Gold Master, or GM for short, which is essentially the finalized version of iOS 7 that's slated to arrive to the public on the 18th of September. However, non-Apple developers can still install the finalized pre-release firmware now. So, in this video, I'm going to highlight a security flaw that allows devices to update to iOS 7 GM, because iTunes doesn't perform the developer UDID registration check on GM seeds. So I have my iPhone 5 here that I'm going to use to demonstrate with in this video. It's already on iOS 7 Beta 6, but that doesn't matter. Your device can be on any previous version of iOS, such as 6.1.4, and you'll be able to update to iOS 7 GM. Now, I just wanted to stress that this video is for educational purposes only. The information in this video isn't really intended to be put to use. Again, I'm just highlighting a security flaw in Apple's GM seed. With that said, if you want to take it upon yourself to install iOS 7 GM to test it, just know that you will be held accountable for your actions. Now, while there are several ways to do this, including first creating a backup of your device and then performing a complete restore, I recommend the update method I'm about to demonstrate, as all user data will remain intact. Now, just keep in mind that you cannot do this with a jailbroken device, at least not the method that I'm showing you guys. Update to the latest public firmware, either 6.1.3 or 6.1.4 in the case of the iPhone 5, and then perform this update method to iOS 7 GM. Again, this way you will be able to retain all user data. And what you need for this is simply the corresponding iOS 7 Gold Master IPSW for your device, which I currently have on my desktop right now. And I am an Apple developer, so I did get this through their official developer portal. I will not provide any download links to iOS 7 GM because it's against Apple's terms of service. Again, I'm just highlighting a flaw on iTunes. Now, with all of that said and with all of that out of the way, hypothetically speaking, what you would do at this point is simply plug your device into your computer via your USB cable and then launch iTunes, which I'm going to do right now. Now, with the latest version of iTunes open, just make sure you navigate to your device, and then what you're going to do from here is either hold down Option on a Mac or Shift on a Windows-based computer, and then click Check for Update, and then you will be able to simply point iTunes at the iOS 7 GM seed. So I'm going to do that right now. Again, Option on OS X or Shift on a Windows computer. And now that I selected it, iTunes is just saying that it's going to update the iPhone to iOS 7.0 and verify the update with Apple. Don't worry about that though. Once you reach this step, you can simply hit update. And now it's extracting the software or the firmware. And I'm actually going to leave my iPhone on the screen throughout the duration of this video. That way you guys can get a more accurate sense for approximately how long this should take. Now, inside of iTunes, it's just saying that it's preparing my iPhone for a software update. So as you can see here, I do have the pinwheel on my iPhone 5, and iTunes is just working to put the iPhone into recovery mode. All right, and actually inside of iTunes, it's saying that it's verifying the iPhone update with Apple. Again, like I said though, because this is iOS 7.0 GM or Gold Master, it doesn't have that same security check as other beta firmwares. And actually right now it did bypass that step, and it's saying inside of iTunes, waiting for iPhone. Also, while we're waiting for iTunes to update the iPhone to GM here, I just wanted to say that for those of you who are on a previous version of iOS 7, that sometimes this method is preferred to the over-the-air update method. And the reason for that is because if your device is almost full and if you're reaching maximum capacity, then this way you'll actually be able to update without having to completely restore inside of iTunes, and you won't even have to worry about the error messages you may receive through the over-the-air update option. And inside of iTunes, again, it's saying that it's verifying the updated iPhone software. And this time it's actually not verifying it with Apple, it's verifying it locally. So just wait for the process to complete. Again, I'm just going to leave my iPhone up here throughout the duration of this video. Okay, now inside of iTunes, it's saying that it's updating the iPhone software, and it looks like we're actually making some progress now on the device itself. You'll see that I do have a progress bar, and it's slowly moving ahead. So just wait and be patient. I know this process can take some time, but try to avoid interacting with your device and definitely do not unplug it. Alright, now it's pushed ahead through the entire process. It's doing one last verification, and then the iPhone should reboot. And actually, it's restarting right now. Inside of iTunes, it's saying that my iPhone's restarting, and that you should leave it connected to your computer during this time. So I'm actually going to minimize iTunes right now, and wait for my iPhone 5 to boot back up. And now iTunes is just giving me a message saying that I can't use my iPhone with it until I update iTunes to the latest version. Alright, here we are, my iPhone 5 is back up, and I'm just going to take this time to enter my passcode. Alright, so here's my iPhone 5 on iOS 7 GM. Just to prove to you guys that I am on GM, I do have additional wallpapers inside of the default wallpaper option that were not there before. And once I set a new wallpaper, iOS will automatically change the labels of icons to correspond to the wallpaper itself. So as you can see, the labels right now are white, which is what we've seen before up until this point. Well, now when I go ahead and set something that's more of a whitish color, like this background, it will automatically change. So let's go ahead and set it to the home screen. And now that it's set, I can press the home button, and as you can see, the icon labels have now changed to black. Additionally, the top status bar is also updated to reflect the wallpaper change. Alright, now that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget, it's not too late to enter into my $100 Amazon gift card giveaway, and to do so, simply rate this video up and leave a relevant comment down below in the comment section. Once your comment's been posted, you'll be automatically entered to win. And of course, to be updated more often, just be sure to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and add me in one of your circles inside of Google+. And until next time, this is ICU, signing out.